Rintaro is a loser who everyone avoids because of his intimidating aura. However, everything changes when he befriends Karuko, a sweet girl from his rival school who shows him that he can live a normal life. On the day they first met, it was just another ordinary day for the two schools, Kikyo and Chidori, who despise each other. From Chidori, Rintaro looks out the window at Kikyo, the neighboring all-girls school, and he's already accepted the idea that he'll never understand what's happening over there. The Kikyo students always avoid the Chidori boys like they're nothing but trouble. One morning, Rintaro's friends Saku, Sohei and Ayato argue with two guys from another school. Everyone wants to avoid fighting, but they blame each other for starting it. Just then Rintaro shows up, and with just one look he sends the two guys running away in fear. He lightly scolds his friends, but Saku flips it, saying it was Rintaro's scary face that started the fight in the first place, and that the thugs were actually looking for him before running off. As they head to school, Rintaro recalls how one of the guys had once seen him during an argument near his home. A girl had slapped her boyfriend in the street, and when Rintaro stepped in to check on the guy, the poor boy got scared and ran away. His friends aren't surprised. They know that while Rintaro means well, his terrifying face always makes people assume the worst about him. Just then, they walk past two Kikyo girls and one of them drops her handkerchief. Rintaro picks it up and tries to return it, but the girl looks at him like he's dangerous and tells him to just throw it away. Despite the harsh reaction, Saku jokes that maybe she was just too shy to talk to someone like him. When they enter their school building, Rintaro reflects on how different Chidori is compared to Kikyo. The Kikyo girls dislike the Chidori boys so much that they even keep their curtains closed to avoid seeing their building. Later that day, Rintaro turns down his friend's invitation to karaoke and heads to his family cafe where he works as a baker. As the rain pours, he rushes to get there. When he arrives, he asks his mom, Kyoko, if it's okay for him to handle customers, worried that his looks might scare them. Kyoko reassures him, saying there's only one customer anyway. While everyone is busy preparing cakes for an event, Rintaro sets up the counter and notices an umbrella near the entrance. Looking up, he sees a cute petite girl sitting at a table surrounded by empty plates. She notices him starring and blushes in embarrassment, then suddenly starts choking. Rintaro rushes over with a glass of water. She drinks it, thanks him for the cakes, and quickly runs out of the cafe. That evening, while closing up, Kyoko casually mentions that the girl's name is Karuko and that she's actually a regular customer. Rintaro feels bad, thinking he scared her away, but Kyoko brushes off his worries, saying Karuko isn't the type to be easily frightened and jokes that their delicious cakes can win anyone over. The next day, Rintaro is still bothered by what happened. During lunch, he zones out thinking about how to apologize or meet her again, but when his friends ask what's wrong, he brushes it off. Later at home, Kyoko bursts into his room, saying Karuko is at the cafe and wants to see him. Rintaro hurries to meet her, and to his surprise, Karuko offers to treat him. He ends up with a slice of cake in front of him while Karuko apologizes for leaving so suddenly the other day. When he notices her glancing at the food, he gently slides the plate toward her. At first, she hesitates, but then she happily eats it. Karuko then explains that the day before she thought she was alone and safe to eat freely, but when she noticed him watching, she became embarrassed. She admits she had seen him there before and had always been curious about him. That's when Rintaro realizes the truth. She wasn't scared of him at all. She was just flustered and nervous. Finally, Karuko confesses that whenever she sees him, her heart races. Rintaro is confused. Unlike everyone else who flinches at his presence, Karuko was different. Her sincerity touched him, and for the first time he felt something warm inside. Nervous, Rintaro offers to walk her to the station, but she buys another dessert and insists on going alone. As she leaves, she turns back and tells him she never thought he was scary. Her words leave him stunned. Outside, two punks are secretly stalking them. Later in his room, Rintaro hides away, reflecting, unlike everyone who speaks ill of him, Karuko was different and he doesn't know how to feel. Suddenly, Kyoko barges in with food Karuko had dropped outside. Realizing what happened, Rintaro rushes out, worried for her. In a dark alley, he finds the two goons cornering Karuko, threatening her. They mock Rintaro, calling him a thug, saying Chidori is full of people like him. Rintaro listens silently until Karuko pushes back. She admits the rumors sound awful but insists that if they actually spoke to Rintaro, they'd see his good side. The punks get annoyed. One grabs her, raising his fist only for Rintaro to step in, block the strike, and scare them off with his sheer presence. Karuko tends to his wounded head, but he assures her it's from hitting a wall, not from their attack. He bows, apologizing for dragging her into trouble. But Karuko gently wipes the blood away and tells him something he's never heard in his life. She doesn't understand why people fear someone with such a beautiful soul. She rejects his apology and thanks him instead. For the first time, something inside Rintaro sees a new world, one where he isn't judged by his looks. He walks her to the station, and before parting ways, she invites him to hang out and eat dessert sometime. He agrees. The next day, Rintaro arrives at school early, still thinking about Karuko. Looking out the window, he sees her, a Kikyo student. Their eyes meet for a moment before he quickly closes the curtain, shocked. She wasn't just any girl, she was from Kikyo, the sworn enemy of Chidori. Rintaro curses fate. Why would it send him such a lovely goddess, only to ruin it by making her from Kikyo? Lost in thought, Sho barges in, complaining about how terrible the Kikyo girls treated him that morning. He jokes about wanting to go full Andrew Tate on them, saying he had no choice but to join Chidori. But Saku and Ayato remind him he's only there because he's dumber than a brick. They start talking trash about Kikyo girls, with Saku expressing his hatred, saying the schools will never get along. Meanwhile, Rintaro zones out again. His friends notice his head injury, but he ignores them. Ayato asks why the classroom curtain was closed since it's unusual. Sho suggests it because Rintaro hates Kikyo girls so much he refuses to even see them, but Rintaro snaps, denying it instantly, making things awkward. To calm them, he lies, saying he just doesn't like the sun in his face. Still, Saku finds it strange. Later in class, Rintaro struggles to focus, replaying Karuko's reaction when she saw him earlier. He worries he embarrassed her and that she'll stop visiting the cafe. Maybe that's for the best, since their schools can never be together. After school, Sho invites him to karaoke. Since his mom hasn't asked for help, Rintaro agrees. They leave, excited, joking about singing Jake Paul's best songs, but at the school gate, a crowd has gathered. Curious, they look closer. Karuko is standing there alone, waiting for someone from Chidori. Rintaro turns away, shocked. Out of spite, Sho confronts her, mocking her for being a stuck-up Kikyo girl. Nervously, Karuko says she's waiting for someone. Sho grows aggressive, but before he can act, Rintaro pulls him back effortlessly, scolding him for intimidating her, then apologizing to Karuko. Sho realizes that if Karuko is waiting for someone at Chidori, it means a student here is friends with a Kikyo girl. Instead of freaking out, he breaks down, crying that he's jealous someone from their trash school has a girlfriend. Suddenly, Karuko's friends rush over, shove the boys aside, and drag her away. More Kikyo girls gather, gossiping that Karuko will catch a disease from being near Chidori boys. Sho, feeling insulted, demands an apology after being shoved. One girl slaps his hand away coldly and leaves with Karuko. As she's pulled away, Karuko looks back at Rintaro, worried. On the way to karaoke, the boys rant about the filthy Kikyo girls while Rintaro lags behind, calming himself after what just happened. Deep down, he believes Karuko was waiting for him. He tries to deny it but can't stop thinking about her. His friends notice his expression and are shocked. They've never seen him look like that before. But Rintaro knows the truth. What he's feeling is happiness. Still, he convinces himself they should stop meeting. At karaoke, Sho sings loudly, enjoying himself. Meanwhile, Rintaro scrolls through the song list, ready to pick a Taylor Swift track, when Saku suddenly calls him out for acting strange lately. He points to Rintaro's wound and asks if something happened. If you loved this anime story and want to know what happens next, drop a comment below and I'll make part 2 just for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.